Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to carry on Kayn and just why he is so busted right now. The main reason is 𝐒𝐿𝐂𝐋𝐒 has been systematically nerfed while simultaneously Red Kayn is a huge healing machine. On top of that, with the durability buff, that's also good for Red Kayn, having max health damage on his Q. Really big for him. And also on top of that, Kayn is a late game champion, and guess what? Just got buffed. Dragons. So Kayn's in a very nice spot right now. We've seen his win rate and pick rate shoot all the way up. This guy's gonna maybe have to flash. Yeah, he lost his flash. We got a bunch of red essence. You don't even really need to get off too much. Like, you don't even need a kill. Getting a flash plus essence is good enough. Generally, level 1 on Kayn, you want to cheese their wolves or their raptors solo because it's super consistent. We're going to go over around 123. Even if they saw us, it's fine. They might think I'm just trying to cheese the red buff, and then sometimes they react to raptors, but then you can back off. Most junglers don't start on their top side, and you can take the raptors so fast or the wolves so fast. It gives you an easy level 2, sets you up for an awesome game, and puts the jungler super far behind. With that being said, we are playing against one of Kayn's worst matchups in the game, and that is Master Yi. He even took exhaust for the cheese. I don't think that'll help him that much against us in particular, because we'll go inside of him with our R when he exhausts us. But yeah, Kayn has a 47% win rate against Yi. It's Yi favored. I think Red Kayn does fine. You just have to play it smart. I'm gonna go ahead and hop out of here. Go back into our own jungle. Hopefully he didn't invade us. You never know. He might have. Since Zed doesn't have flash, he shouldn't have very good kill potential on my mid laner. You can definitely take blue and Gromp at the same time. I like to get blue a little bit lower before I pull the Gromp. That way it's not so sketchy. We'll chug both potions. Red buff auto on both of them, and then just focus down the blue. Next Q cycle should kill. Nice. And your clears on Kayn are actually insane. You can run pre-315s even if you don't invade. You can also be full HP when you're doing it, so he's kind of nuts. Auto attack Q and a W. You generally want to Q first, always to close distance, especially against champions. It's really important because they'll be looking to dodge your W. So the closer you are, the less time they have to react, the harder it is to dodge. Plus, you get your red buff auto slows on them and all that stuff. I'll line these guys up into a W. It's easier to land them on the raptors that way. It's actually W first because they all come at you in a line as they fold in. I could kill this guy easily. He doesn't have flash. We can skip the rest of our jungle. We've already done a full clear if you count the camps we took. Yep, there it is. I'm gonna ghost. Mastery is probably gonna be over here. That's all right. I'll path into this top side. I'm down to fight him. We're level 4. Okay, he already took this. I'll take his raptors again. Those are coming back up. It all works out quite nicely. You might have ended up resetting because he didn't really have anything to take. I don't know. Ideally, we leave like one raptor. Yeah, we'll go ahead and smite that and leave one so the camp doesn't reset. That'll put him in a really crap position. Zed has one more minion, so this is going to push towards cast. We don't want to mess with this wave. It's going to be really good for our mid laner as is. Zed could rotate on us here, so we need to be mindful of what their bot lane does. Your Q and your E are both great escape tools. But if both of them are on cooldown, obviously, escaping isn't a great option. Kayn's ganks aren't the best. You have to come up behind people. They get better once he's 6, because it's an extra gap closer. As long as you come up behind him, you have high damage. Auto attack into the Q, into the W. The Q kind of masks the W. You always want to Q into the direction they want to go. That way you have more time to stay on top of them with your autos. You don't want to Q super early and Q in a direction that they didn't want to go regardless, because then way less time to run him down. Okay, my red buff's up. We check that real quick. Make sure he's not cheesing it. We don't even really have to reset. It's not that necessary on Kayn by any means. We have a pretty good rhythm going here. I think if we full clear, we can do his wraps again because he'll probably have cleared them right about now. So the timing on it will be very nice. You can Q into walls to slightly cut off the back end of your Q animation. You just want to make sure you don't go through the wall. Your Q has a very, very large hitbox on the initial and the end part. So it's actually much easier to do than you think. It's particularly useful if you're going to take camps at the same time. You're trying not to reset them, so you basically just fight it in place. Hit him with an auto attack Q. Got him with the W. I think we might have hit the dragon there as well, so he's probably going to get torn up by it. Okay, we didn't quite reach the dragon, apparently. W's not quite long enough. That was a great interaction for us. Really hoping he finished his raptors. That would be perfect. Once Cass starts getting some armor, there's nothing Zed can do against him. With that being said, Cass isn't farming the best. You generally expect the laner who doesn't have deaths compared to the enemy laner to be up in CS, but it's not always how it plays out. It's not an easy matchup for Cass in the early game. It's actually challenging because Cass passive plus Cass Q helps him reduce magic damage taken, and Zed isn't really doing that. And so against like Lucian mid, Zed mid, Cass has to rush Frozen Heart, played still caps, that type of stuff, and then he does just fine. Level 6 pre 7-minute mark. Let's go punish this guy. I think Kayn's a permaban right now. Like, I think you should permaban it if you don't plan on playing it. You can play against any jungler in the game. It has great clears, it has great invades, it has great scaling. Really anything you'd want for a solo queue environment. We're going to be flopping over here. Mastery's probably on his blue buff unless he specifically came over here to stop me from doing this. We'll be flopping over here. Ooh, that was a terrible ward. Yeah, it looks like he's on his blue. It's fine. It's on his bot side. Ultimately, all you could do is guess. If he was like, oh, I need to go to red to stop Kayn, I could have gone to his blue predicting that. So it really is a coin flip at this point, whether he guesses right or not. We can easily escape too, just going over the wall. Pantheon's really low. We might have to actually do something about that. That's why blue smite's so nice. You can just smite immediately in the R. With red smite, you actually have to hit them. He's got nowhere to go. Walk up, get him with a W. Oh, wow. We took a lot more damage than I was expecting there. I didn't want to take all those shots. Oh well. No, our bot side jungle isn't really up, so we're not risking losing red buff. It's fine for us to reset here. We're sitting on a stupid amount of gold. You usually go for Caulfield's and Iron Spike, then you go for HP. You don't need HP items early as a damaged jungler because ultimately people are running from you trying to escape your gank, so you want damage to be able to secure. So Kindling Gem, the ruby's usually the last thing you buy in this setup. After Gore Drinker, for this 67% win rate build, his highest win rate build and his most picked build, you would want to go Gore Drinker into Death Stance, into Cleaver. Maximum tankiness, maximum damage. Blue Kayn is certainly still viable. You only really run that if you have the much weaker backline, because you're forced to pop their backline. If your backline is just as strong, stronger, or almost as strong, you don't have to play Blue Kayn. Red Kayn's much safer because you can tussle with the muscle, play against their front line, or play kind of neutral. Plus lethality items are kind of poop right now, so there's that. I want to use my Ghost. I want to get some good value out of this. Ghost is insane right now on most melee champions, and on Kayn it has a 54, nearly 55% win rate. Flash on Kayn has a 52% win rate, so Ghost has also outscales. Per level it gets faster and faster, and you get the extensions per kills and assists. You're gonna head Smiter, auto attack Q into the W, R the Jinx to evade the snare, Iron Spike Whip, and she did end up killing us there. That's a little bit surprising. I guess she did have heal and Karma did have ignite. That's kind of rough. We also don't have our red form. That's a little bit unfortunate. Little bit unfortunate. I don't know if Leona was holding on to exhaust or if that just came up, but at least Vayne gets the double. Oops, we're not buying that right now. Okay, we are, never mind. We should have Oracle Lens. I don't know why we still have the normal ward. Forgot to swap it out. We need to go fight some melee champs to get our red essence. Pantheon's super low on health. Q Iron Spike Whip is the combo. We're so close. Just a half a second longer. We would have killed Jinx, gotten the Triumph resets, and killed their Karma. And keep on the clear, path into Dragon. Really nothing to gank other than their bot lane, which isn't really helping us hit our red form any faster. Jinx isn't full item yet. We could deal with her. Did he actually take my Raptors? I think he took my Raptors. What a stinker. Auto attack Q. Yeah, there's just nothing to gank. I want red essence off this guy, so this is perfect. We go inside of him, we time him out. We can always just Q over. There's not much you can do to actually kill Kayn. Got some red essence off that, very nice. Could have baited that out a little bit harder, Vayne. Little bit harder. I don't feel like dying. I didn't know if I was about to get hit by something from Jinx. We get a little bit more red essence off of him. And we're still pretty far away. 44 seconds off. Second form is super valuable on Kayn. Without it, very meh champion. With it, you're one of the best in the game. That is the Kayn curse, Kayn conundrum, if you will. Fighting with the Zed. I want to take this guy's red. Even if he pushes us off, he'll give us our red form. Pull it into the bush. Auto attack Q, Iron Spike Whip. We have smite to secure it if need be. Hey, buddy. Blue smite him, try to hold him inside of it. Q Iron Spike Whip, down he goes. Now we have all the red essence we need, and we get ghost extensions as well. This guy's dead. Well, maybe not. That was a decent flash. That's going to save his bacon. Ghost extensions play very well. Since you're already a mobile champion, it helps you so much with securing the kill, staying on top, and continuing the fight. Because oftentimes you're missing that little bit of extra and you fall behind, and then it's a bad chase. So instead of it being a bad chase, oftentimes it turns it into a 1v5 tool. You don't really miss out on the flash since you have your Q and your R, which are basically flashes. We'll go for the plated, into this, into red form. They're going top side right now. I'm going to go punish. Doesn't have any camps up, so he's likely to push out for scuttle or maybe invade my top side. We're sitting on full item. We could 1v3 right now. We could kill Yi, Pantheon, and Zed at the same time. With a good W, of course. Good W and a good R. They have two people bot side. Could go shove mid real quick. There's nobody over here. No one wants to fight Morty, so fed. I'm the least fed person on our team, but I'm also simultaneously one of the strongest. I'll just wait for my E then. I'm gonna miss my Q like that. Blue smite Q, auto attack into the W because we slowed his attack, his movement speed with our red smite. Stayed in him for as long as possible. I knew he was gonna try to dash back, but we were trying to time him out on that, so he had to actually choose. These two are splitting bot. They get objective bounty, kind of lame. Yi, not a full item. I could kill them both, especially with my blue smite. Slow down the Jinx. Hey, friend. Auto attack Q. Auto attack. I really want Yi to die here. He's gonna have to. He has his lethal tempo stacked. We'll see if it's enough. I don't think it is. Yeah, the item diff is too big. Q gore drink. Yeah, they had no chance there. Jinx was their only source of damage. With her ranged auto, she can hit me non-stop. She hurts too, especially if she lands a crit. Kayn has so much AoE damage. It doesn't matter how many of them there are, he can still do his max damage against everyone simultaneously. It's just a matter of, can they kill you fast enough? The answer to that is usually no, they can't. Q gore drink. Pull it over here. Bada boom. Dragon up in 15. Yeah, we gotta stick around. We'll get red buff, hang out in jungle, get a bunch of mana back per second whenever you're in jungle or river. That's why you don't generally need tier on Kayn. It helps in team fights if you're not in the jungle or river. It's not super important though. You can usually dictate where you fight on Kayn. Blue Kayn's a little bit more tier reliant since Blue Kayn's E's on a super short cooldown and you spam that a lot outside of the jungle. Dragon's so much tankier now. It takes quite a bit longer to finish off. Good thing Kayn has max health damage on his Q. Maximum damage of 400 against monsters. This Q is a monster taking machine. I gotta get over there. Oh, that's not good. We're gonna ghost. We're on our E. Auto attack Q. Auto attack. She's trying to juke me out, so I'm not gonna W. It's very clear what she's trying to do to me. And it's stinky. I'm gonna wait for Ignite to end. I don't think it ended. It lasted the whole time. We gotta get in the jungle. Get our mana back. That fight was actually really bad for our team. They got a couple of kills out of it and a shutdown, I think. Oh, Zed's being greedy. He's right here on this ward. Just wasted his dash. I'm not gonna let him have that ward. There's no way. Already back up to 300 mana. Q gore drink. Pass on through. It only pulls you out if you hit a champion or if you auto attack. Against monsters and minions, you can use abilities all you want. It doesn't pull you out of the wall. He's about to walk into me. He's watching me from brush. It's the only way these guys have vision. Yeah, he's... Q gore drink. Yeah, he's not doing any damage to Mord. Mord's giga tanky. Super fat, and he hasn't wasted his shutdown either. I don't want to chase this. She's moving really fast because of Phantom Dancer, 7% extra movement speed. Hey Zed. Let's get a red buff auto on him. Nice try, Pantheon, but it's just not enough. Down he goes. This game is definitely over. I'll do a part 2. Kayn's really strong right now. He's a lot of fun to play. I like him a lot. I'm out of mana. I can't chase this. We can back and get our cleaver and a little bit of that. Wouldn't really recommend tier necessarily on red Kayn. Jinx is giving them a lot of value. I'm gonna take blue buff. We could get more out of it than other people on our team. Like Cass already has 2 mana items. He doesn't need it. If he was really fed, I'd give it if we needed him to carry, but we don't. Me, Mord, Vayne are carrying pretty hard right now. We have 8 assists. Oh my god. Mean lean Kayn assist machine. I'll be taking this. It's time me and Mord 2v5. Fulfill the prophecy. ghosting for this. Knocked him out of the air. Jinx is kiting me out like crazy though. She's kiting towards her turret. She's doing a lot of damage too. She has double crit items. She's gotten shut down. Jinx has as much items as I do. We have more kills, more CS. Are they gonna chase? I guess they're not interested. These guys are in trouble. Red King can always time out Master Tinkles. Got him. 𝐒𝐿 drink. We missed the knock up on Jinx. Doesn't matter though. I don't know. Get the knock up. She had nowhere to juke to from that angle. Wow, that range is kind of gross. Like, dude, that's longer than Kate range now. Just run, Leona. Oh my gosh. She's out of mana at least. She's dead. 𝐒𝐿 drink. That was a good run for her. Got on with the blue smite. Blue smite's also really good for setting up your W. The main reason you don't take the red smite is they nerfed it. Huge. It used to do 20% damage reduction. Now it's only 10%. So blue smite's generally better now than red smite. We still don't have oracles. I should have gotten that a long time ago. I'll attack 𝐒𝐿 drink. Mord can get the dragon. I miss the old days of Mord where he got the dragon as a pet and he could push turrets with it. That was sick. The new Mord R I think is just kind of crap. People can QSS it. GP can even use his orange on it. It makes no sense. It should be like unstoppable. You shouldn't be able to get out of it. That would make Mordekaiser a legitimate viable champion. Because that's what happens. It goes late game and then the people who you need to R, they all have QSS. Down you go. Kayn's exceptional for killing Pantheon. You can get around his shield super easily. When he tries to damage reduct you, it's very challenging for him to do so. It's red buff time. Pull it in the bush. We'll go for the... Whoa, are we actually doing Baron? Wow, I actually did Baron. Mord's cracked. I wasn't paying attention at all. I'm in my own little world of farming. I'm trying to keep this mastery good and starved. He only has 100 CS. He has nothing to farm between me and his teammates at this point. I would give it to Cass, but he already has double mana. I'm running out of mana like crazy. These long drawn out fiestas. I don't want a ghost for him. He's not that useful. Super far behind. If I waste ghost for him, it's not worth. He doesn't mean anything against us. Jinx is running herself out of mana. She can't kill me fast enough yet to where I can just trade my HP for her mana. There's not much she can do. She is triple item though. She's getting pretty scary. Down he goes.
This game was pretty short, so I'm going to go ahead and do a part 2. And by the way, this part 2 is absolutely spicy. Most damage dealt, most damage taken, and super scrappy. I hope you guys enjoy.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of Ghost Kayn Pandemania. Ghost Kayn, obviously better than Flash Kayn if you go based on win rates. And it's definitely better in the late game. Early game, you can still make the argument for Flash since you can close more distance quicker. But Ghost, it scales up per level, gets busted, which is where Kayn shines anyways, is in the later game. Up against Warwick, just making sure he doesn't cheese into our jungle. You don't really see that out of Warwick's anymore. That used to be more of a thing back when Tiamat was an affordable item. and back before every jungler could clear Giga fast, so he's most likely not going to start there. We're going to go in for the solo invade. We'll walk centered through here. You can go over the wall. When I'm invading off bot side, I like to run this way because you're less likely to walk for the bot bush to spot you. And then we'll run away. See, this is the most fun part, is when this happens. So now their bot lane's in a bit of a situation, right? Now they are in a situation where they can stay or they cannot stay. And the choice is really theirs at this point. So this is where the game gets fun, is if the enemies choose to do this. And so we might just solo start wolves now. I don't know if Warwick's going to chase this. This doesn't happen that often. Warwick was clearly expecting something. And so this happened, but even though it did, it put the enemy bot super far behind because they were chasing and whatnot. And now we just gotta pressure this guy a little bit. We're gonna kite out his fear. We might actually, yeah, that's actually fine. I'm not too chapped about that. He burned his smite. I can burn mine here if I need to. He got his fear, which is probably the right choice, but it's also gonna make it hard for him to secure the kill on me. We almost got there in time to still wreck him. I mean, having to burn Ghost sucks, but it's fine. Ghost is a lower cooldown than Flash. Now me and Warwick are both behind. The difference is we can catch back up easier because of our efficient jungling. Kayn can clear much faster than most champions. We might actually low-key... God, this is so stupid. Auto attack Q. I have to reset. We lost too much HP. Way too much HP, and then we gotta go defend our red side. First item rush, we'll grab a longsword and control ward. Warwick is by no means an easy champion to solo. He's one of those champs where it doesn't matter what jungler you're playing. If you try to solo him, especially early game, you can't. So I'm actually pretty happy with the way that played out. If it was any other jungler, Zinzao, Lee Sin, like Evelyn, Mumuzak, anything, I think we would have crushed him. Well, I know we would have crushed him, but we still almost had him. I'll be taking these. Oh, wow. I didn't know if he was going to die. I didn't know if Jarvan had hit him recently, so I might have just kill-stilled the Jarvan. I'd rather end up kill-stilling than risk him dying, though, and Renekton living. Also got level 3 off that, which is nice. Warwick's level 12. Where did I just see him? I just saw him somewhere. Don't know where, though. You can take red wrap same time. It's not, like, crazy efficient, but it's something. Yeah, it's actually taking way too much damage. That's fine, though. We have red buff. We'll be able to heal it back. Heimerdinger's chilling mid. He hasn't reset for items. We have longsword. He does have D-ring. That's something as a jungler you need to keep in mind. Your jungle items are not actually helping you in solo fights until you have that smite. So like right now, basically all we have is a longsword, and he has D-ring, so something to keep in mind. Warwick may have gotten double scuttles, whatever. You would have to run all the way across, which you very well might have done. We'll go bot lane here. A little disappointed that my bot lane's low-key losing. After, okay, they're not. Never mind. They got a kill. I was just a little surprised because of like what the enemy bot lane did. We'll ghost for this. Auto attack Q. Auto attack W. Kind of wanted to kill on Yumi. That's fine. MF flash and MF also dies is pretty solid. We got a lot of blue essence there. I want red essence. Looks like Warwick took his Krugs. He must have Tiamat, I'd assume. We do have Smite here. We auto attack, then we Q, auto attack W. If I were to Q first, I'd be queuing away from where he wanted to run, so that's why we led him with autos. You need to keep that in mind. Is your Q gonna put you in the wrong spot? And if we were to have queued immediately, that's exactly what would have happened. Oh wow. 𝐒𝐂𝐈's tanking. Wait, how did the Raptors run all the way on the other side? What? Without resetting. I'm getting some red essence off this guy. I need a lot more red essence though. We're a much higher level. He cheesed dragon. I don't recommend solo cheesing dragons even if you're on a champion who can do it. If you're pre-6, you'll be delaying your level 6 so much, especially against a heavy farm jungler like Kayn. It's just not worth it. Thanks for the red essence, buddy. I would love for Heimerdinger to come over here. Auto attack Q. I got that. He's dead. Heimer's late rotating. And we're out of here. Even if he rotates now, he's not going to be able to catch up because we Q over the wall. And we got red Kayn off that too. Yay, red Kayn. Warwick is screwed. We're low on mana, yes, but if Renekton shows up, we should still be able to get away. We have this wall right here. He rotates. Kayn's incredibly difficult to run down. That's why you generally don't do it unless you're on a Giga mobile champion like Double Dash LeBlanc. That's the official term, by the way. Double Dash, Mario Kart LeBlanc. Flip-flopping around over walls. Long dashes, ranged autos. With the chain. Let's go ahead, grab Caulfields, we'll grab this, we'll grab that, we'll grab this, and we will transform with this. Nice. Got like 4 different things. Push for our bot side, blue Gromp. That dragon really put Warwick super far behind. He delayed his level 6, and it also gave me a lot of time to steal his camps. You need to be super mindful about if you're going to solo a dragon after the dragon buffs. They take super long to take. Oh, he also hadn't spent his gold yet, so I had a longsword when he didn't have really any items. Even though Kayn's not the best ganker early game and he's not the best soloist, he's also not the worst. He's very like mid-tier. He's like a mid-tier ganker and he's a mid-tier soloist early, so we had an item advantage and level advantage on Warwick, so he can't solo us even though Warwick's one of the best soloist champions in the game. Did he already take his red buff? I don't know. I'm down to fight him some. He's not over here though. What the heck? He's going Divine Sunder Rush. That's going to hurt his clears a lot. Oh, cool. These are up. I'll be taking this. Don't mind if I do. Then we'll go for Heimerdinger. It's one nice thing about invading a lot is it sets you up for some really deep ganks. Break some of his turrets while I'm over here. I want to fight Warwick. He's still underleveled. He's underleveled and he doesn't have a lot of items. Just don't really know where he's at. He must have reset. He's probably on his blue buff right now. His Gromp's coming up too. Yeah, he just did his blue, I think. Hey, friend. That was a really good trade for us. Now we back off, burn out his E, Q Iron Spike. He dies here. He's literally dead. Auto attack into R. Yep. It's the thing. If you cut out Warwick a little bit, if your champion has some mobility, even though Warwick's an insane soloist, if you can time out his E to where he doesn't get the value out of the fear or the damage reduct, then he's really not a good soloist in that case. If you take away the best thing about him. Auto attack Q. Take me with you. He's gonna dash, yeah. That's funny. He just lost all of his health for like nothing. I would, maybe I should have just backed. Backing might have been the move there. If you think about it. Okay, I should be able to get full gore drink at this point. Most of Warwick's camps are down though, so maybe it doesn't matter. Usually when you're playing hyper aggressive invading style, you don't want to be taking your Krugs too much because it pulls you off the map. We might not have time to get to his raptors. In the early game, it's fine on Kayn because you kind of need like the XP for like your level 4, but with the way we're playing him, you don't want to take Krugs too often. Alrighty, it's Wolf's time. There's Weedwick, he's trolling around. He's low level, 2 levels under us. Even though we haven't spent our gold, we still have item advantage on him. He's probably on his raptors right now, but since he's going Divine Sunder Rush, he's not gonna be able to take them very efficiently. His build's kind of for cheesing dragons and cheesing solos, but since he's behind, it's gonna be hard for him to cheese down solos. Solo fights to the death. Red Kayn's also like Warwick hard counters Kayn, but once Kayn has Red Kayn, then like Kayn counters Warwick. It's kind of how that works. It's just how it is. Take his raptors, he doesn't have anything. They're trying to force out a fight, but we don't really have to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this wall so I can take this. Oh, MF's in a weird spot. Oh, I can't R. I can't. Holy crap. Dude, I was CC'd for nearly 4 seconds. I have to get Merc Treads. I wish it would let you ping how long you're CC'd for. 4 seconds, bro. And we even have tenacity. We have 30%, guys. 30% tenacity. We're CC'd for like 4 seconds. So I was basically CC'd for around 5 seconds. Because my tenacity cut into that by 30%. We need more tenacity here. So they have the Yuumi snare. Hold on, let me get my gore drink. Generally, you go Death's Dance or the Black Cleaver second. It's his highest win rate build. So yeah, they have the Yuumi snare, Yuumi slow, Heim stun, Warwick fear, or Nectin stun. The only CC that tenacity won't help me against is Warwick R, since that's a suppression. But Warwick R, I believe, only lasts a second and a half. It's not that long. Kind of ticks me off. They get dragon there and a shutdown on me. It's so annoying. If I had my gold spent, they would have been decimated. I should have just reset sooner. I hope they come and collapse on me. I hope they do. Hey, Warwick. Both teams need a heal cut. They have Renekton heals, Yuumi heals, Warwick heals. We have my heals, Draven item heals, Conquer, Conquer, Jarvan, auto attack Q, a gore drinker there. Oh, hey friend. This guy's really fast. What the fudge? Why is he so fast though? You know, it would have been really nice if you followed that. I'm gonna blue smite him. Down he goes. We need to leave though. Good thing we're on Ghost pretty fast. Doesn't look like any of the enemies are following, so we can stay. There's 3 of them mid right now. The Warwick R hit me perfectly right as I was about to finish off for Renekton. It was tragic. Let's go mid here. Q, gore drink. I can't get to them now. Warwick's on movement speed bonus into us right now. A lot of it too. We need to get above half health. Take off his movement speed. That helps him to get around the map. He probably thinks we're on Herald. Yumi's following it too. Warwick's sitting on Divine Sunder now. Might be kind of hard for us to fight Warwick Yumi at the same time at this point. I'll probably need some heal cut. They're likely to go top. Took his whole top side. He has very little CS. Looks like Akali's helping herself. Oh wait, no she's not. What is she doing? She's just randomly on my wolves. And she's not even taking them. That's absolutely bizarre. Thanks, baby. They're kind of grouping up mid. I am going to go ahead and go for Chem Tank here. I think it's too valuable to ignore since they are so heavy healing with like the Yuumi Warwick. I mean, even the MF's getting life still. Renekton has a lot of self heals as well. The only one who isn't going to be healing on their team is basically Heimer. That is pretty much it. Other than that, they're heavy self healing. We need to stop them from getting the dragons. If they get Draxel, they might actually win because Draven, 𝐒𝐿𝐴, Jarvan all kind of fall off. I mean, honestly, even Syndra. The only person on their team who scales is really the Yuumi MF. At least Kayn scales. I don't know why we're taking this kind of fight. You're dead, Heim. I don't think you realized I was inside of him there. My whole team died pretty much. 3 for 2. Not a great trade. Warwick's red buff's down. He knows he can't fight me, especially now that I have executioners. He's gonna stay for the wave. We could kill him probably. He's only tier 1 boots. We need to speed up out of that. We don't want to get snared underneath turret. It's funny. He's not gonna chase it. He's out of mana. He's also too low on HP. Go ahead and grab our red buff. Play for this dragon. It'd be nice if you could Q over this little wall right here, but you can't. Graves can if he does it perfectly, but Kayn just can't. Oh, wait, did he take my red? I think he did. Look at all that health we just got back. It's disgusting. So Red Kayn's such a menace. They nerf heal cut simultaneously. Red Kayn heals for 26% physical damage dealt to champions. Which is quite spicy. It gets higher too for your level. Yeah, that was not good. Way, wow, like Heimer chunks, man. I might need some magic resist. Like that was not good. We almost just inted. One item Heimer and Yuumi. I might actually die here. Almost. MF kind of spazzed out. I don't think she realized that my whole team was there when she went in for that. I need to pull this into the brush. Heimer's still chilling mid. He doesn't have Yuumi with him. He's might be killable. He's doing a lot of damage to us considering we have Merc Treads. He's running away. His turrets are on such a low cooldown too. There's hardly even a point of killing them. Just leaves another one. He already has another one in his pocket too. It's ridiculous. Syndra's a pretty good counter to Heimer. She can pick up his turrets and throw them at him. Free ammunition. Chempunk. We'll go for Death's Dance. Death's Dance is still a super valid item. They have a lot of physical damage with the Renekton, and MF Warwick does some physical. He's like 70 magic, 30 physical. Death's Dance also will help keep us alive to land another Gordrick or another ability to heal. They're actually chasing. Kind of funny. Chasing a Kayn seems like a swell idea. They took their Herald mid. We get the double knockout. We can walk back. Time out his sphere. Hey, buddy. Oh, did he really just use his dash like that? Oh, Warwick. I should have gone sooner right as I was getting that assist. She should die here. Oh my god. That Heimer turret is chunking me hard. I have ghost extensions right now, so I might actually be able to run Yuumi down. Yeah, Q Gorge Ring. She thought she could turn. I'll just have some fun with her. Why is Yumi so fast though? She's moving so quick. I'll just stagger her. Alright, she's staggered. Long spawn. Separated from the team. Something you'll see more in stuff like Overwatch. You don't generally see it in League of Legends. There was an objective to take. If Dragon was up, I would have just killed her and taken Dragon. It's easy to get away with a champion like Kayn, where you're so mobile, they have no real chance of escaping. On one of the least mobile champions in the game. Versus Kayn. Hey, friend. I'll blue smite him into the queue. We're kiting the crap out of this guy. He's dead. W into gore drink. This Warwick's getting kited like crazy. Blue smite him into W. That's the thing about Kayn, man. You can kite out as hard, as much or as little as you want, depending on the situation. You pretty much always get to decide whether or not you want to die. The exception is if they have ridiculous hard point and click CC like a Fiddlesticks or Malzahart. This feels a little bit forced, not gonna lie. Yeah, this is a bad idea. This is just not gonna work. Draven doesn't have that much healing. He's only 2 items. I was almost dead. We're all gonna die for that silly thing. And that's it. They quit. Whoa! We'll go ahead and take a look at the damage dealt and damage taken. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we did have the most in the game. Looking at damage taken, not too shabby. We'll take that. Self-mitigated. Okay, so we took the most by a lot for damage taken and self-mitigated and did the most damage. And for runes, crazy value. Kayn is a OP, man. There's no other way to put it. You'll consistently, if you're performing, will do the most and take the most damage. Oh, but you're fed, you should be. Think about it this way. Does a fed AD carry take the most damage? Does a fed Evelynn take the most damage? Does a fed mage take the most damage? No. Kayn does. Takes the most, self-mitigates the most, and does the most. This is why this champion, based on win rate and pick rate, is currently top 3. Should definitely incorporate him into your champion pool. Nutty champion. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to hack the algorithm. My name is 𝐒𝐋𝐒. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.